Good day, everyone. I am Regine Pibihasa from the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Social Studies. Today, I will discuss education in Philippine school system, factors affecting language development and language learning. Language is the foundation of learning. We all know that. It allows the learners to understand lessons, communicate ideas, think critically, and participate actively in school. Our country is a home to more than 180 languages. While this linguistic diversity enriches our culture, it also affects how the students develop language skills inside the classroom. In this presentation, I will explain the major factors influencing language development. Factor 1: Multilingualism and mother tongue based education. One of the biggest factors affecting language development is the multilingual nature of the Philippines. Many Filipino children begin school speaking their local language or mother tongue. Because of this, the government introduced the Mother Tongue Based Multilingual Education or MTB-MLE to help the learners understand lessons more easily during their early years of schooling. However, a process evaluation conducted by Monge et al. Last 2021 found that the implementation of the MTB-MLE has faced several challenges. These include classrooms with students who speak different mother tongues, a shortage of learning materials written in local languages, limited funding, and insufficient teacher preparation. These findings show that language development is influenced not only by the language spoken by the learners, but also by how effectively educational policies are being implemented. Factor 2: The teacher's competence and classroom practices. The second factor is competence of teachers and the strategies they use in teaching language. Effective language instruction encourages the learners to communicate confidently while developing their understanding of both Filipino and English. According to Gempesu and Mendez on 2021, there were gaps between the intended goals of the MTBLE policy and what actually happened inside multilingual classrooms. Their study found inconsistencies in classroom assessments and teaching practices, which affected the development of students' language skills. However, the teachers' use of translation and code switching among different languages help comprehension and participation. Factor 3: Language attitudes and community support. Another important factor is people's attitudes toward the language. The students, parents, and even the communities influence how learners view their own language. A study by Ponce and Lucas 2024 found that language attitudes among the parents and learners significantly affect the implementation of mother tongue education. In multilingual communities, many families preferred Filipino instead of the local language because they believed that it offered greater educational and employment opportunities. This means that the successful language learning requires cooperation among teachers, parents, and even the community in recognizing the value of every language. Here are some current issues in the Philippine education. Studies that I discussed recently reflect several current issues here in the Philippine education. First, many scholars continue to experience shortages of instructional materials written in local languages. Second, many teachers handle classrooms where the students speak different mother tongues rather, making language instruction more challenging. Third, some teachers still have limited opportunities for specialized training in multilingual education. And lastly, Many parents also continue to believe that English should be introduced as early as possible because they associate it with better career opportunities, while English proficiency is important. Research suggests also that strong literacy in the first language helps the learners acquire additional languages more effectively. These realities show that improving the language development requires not only good policies but also effective implementation and strong support from schools and communities. Here are some practical recommendations for teachers. As future educators, we can contribute to better language learning by applying several practical strategies. First, we should create classrooms where students feel comfortable using their first language while gradually developing Filipino and English. Second, we should use learner-centered strategies such as storytelling, group discussions, and role-playing and collaborative activities that encourage students to communicate actively. Third, we should use translation and code switching appropriately to help the students understand develop difficult concepts, especially in multilingual classrooms. The fourth one, we should continuously attend seminars, workshops, and professional development programs to strengthen our skills in multilingual education. Fifth, we should work closely with parents and the community to promote positive attitude towards local languages while supporting students' multilingual development. And to end this presentation, I would like to say that language development and language learning in the Philippine educational system are influenced by several interconnected factors, including multilingualism, teacher competence, classroom practices, and language attitudes. As future educators, we have the responsibility to create inclusive and language-rich classrooms where every learner feels valued and supported. By applying research-based teaching practices, we can help Filipino learners become confident communicators and lifelong learners.